the most exciting game, but after 2 red cards, Barca takes home the 3 points. Welcome back to El Merengue Culé. I hope you're having a good day. Let's go ahead and break down this Catalunya derby. Setien rolled out with a 4-3-1-2 as we predicted. The only difference was instead of Ricky Puig, he brought on Rakitic, or he started on Rakitic. Yeah. This game, it was a weird one. The first half and the second half were completely different. Mm-hmm. The first half, we played an Espanyol with a clear playing style. They sat back, they stayed compact. They would only pressure the ball with one man to keep that block nice and compact and try to catch us on the counterattacks, which were deadly. They were deadly. We got lucky that we did not concede. The first one, Ter Stegen pulled off an amazing save with his foot, and the second one, I don't know how he didn't put that last shot on target. It just barely nicked the post and went out.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, so guys, I actually didn't get to watch that first half, but I did get to watch probably like 5 minutes of it, and yeah, from by the looks of it, just like we predicted, it looked like an Espanyol that was very compact, very structured, just how we thought they were going to go out there in the game.
I mean, we tried our best to find openings, but against a system like that, it was tough. We didn't play bad. They played their system well. Messi tried dribbling in between players like he does. Didn't have too much luck with that. He tried his free kicks again. Hasn't been too precise with those.
Yeah, I feel like Messi's been a little bit off lately.
On the free kicks,
from the second half that I watched, he didn't look to be like he had that much spark right now. I'm sure the minutes are starting to build up right now on him too.
The area where we found the most success in getting the ball towards the attack and trying to create a solid chance was through crosses. Whether it be, distribute the ball to the outside back, let's say Jordi Alba and Sergio Roberto, the center mid, making a run in and doing kind of like a triangle, and then finding a cross. But we struggled to find, after the cross, we struggled to meet the ball and create a shot on target. We had 0 shots on target after the first half.
Wow. So then came the second half.
Yeah,
right?
The second half was completely different. Setien takes out Semedo, one of our important players. Interesting decision, brings on Ansu Fati. I think his mentality was, okay, they have a backline of 5. Try to, instead of creating that 2 versus 1, where we're outnumbered, try to put it more just like a 1-on-1 type situation where, our flair, our talent can bring us ahead. Right. I thought it was a smart tactic. 5 minutes later, Ansu Fati sticks his cleats out. Very, very dangerous. Yeah. Initially, they gave he was going for a ball. I don't think his intentions were bad, but it was a dangerous one. And in the end of the day, it has to be a red card. It has to be.
For me, that's actually exactly when I turned on the game. A minute into the game, I see Espanyol wins the ball. It's a 50-50 ball, and I see a Barcelona. I wasn't sure that it was Ansu Fati, and I see a Barcelona player just come in, and it to me just kind of looked like a foul. And then I see the replay, and we have a criminal burglar, Ansu Fati, out there on the loose, and it had to be a red card. But then a minute later, the game returns to Barcelona.
The next play. What does Espanyol go and do?
Yeah, I know. It's like you would think you would learn from that. You're a man up, take your advantage, take your opportunity, but no, you go and stick your foot out and be an idiot and do the same thing. And that was even worse. His compared to Ansu Fati's. Ansu Fati, in my opinion, it was more of a. Obviously they're both accidental, but for him, I think it was his lack of experience. He was just kind of like excited to be on the field, like he wanted to get that ball. He saw that he could win the ball back and counter. But the Espanyol one, Piqué had his foot planted on the ground. He just comes in, studs up. He went in for the kill.
We dodged a bullet for Piqué on that one. Yeah, definitely. And where does your mind go after 2 red cards? Right?
This changed the game completely.
In my head, I was like, okay, this should open up a little more space. But then, red cards tend to favor the team that has nothing to lose. And yes, they have the right to lose.
But keep in mind, I think in this scenario, what have we been talking about? Barcelona wants space. Yeah. The more space they have, the more dangerous they are. And by going 10 men against 10 men, well, what do they gain? A little more space. And in addition, Barcelona lost one of their strikers, one of their attackers, in Ansu Fati. Espanyol lost their center mid.
Yeah,
and so losing that center mid completely destroyed all the structure that they had, and they were lost. And what happened exactly in those coming minutes?
In the 54th minute, only 3 minutes after their red card, Suarez finds a way to put it in the net.
Right before Espanyol did their sub. You could tell they were getting ready to adjust things, and Barcelona catches them right when they were most, right at their weakest point.
And
most vulnerable.
I mean, this killed the Espanyol team.
Yeah.
They were left with the what ifs. What if we would have scored those 2 chances in the first 3 chances? They had another one late in the half. What if they had the numerical advantage?
Yeah.
You know,
no, for sure.
11.
And to me, they looked out of options.
And I mean, this worked out perfect for Barca, because it was always us trying to get that goal, trying to find an opening. Now it's, if you want to win, if you want to save yourself from relegation, come at us, come give us space. And that's what we did. We knocked it around. We knocked it around for as long as we could. We waited. We let them kind of decide when they wanted to give us openings.
Yeah. However, as a critique, I don't think Barcelona played the greatest.
Yeah.
It was in my eyes, it's definitely a regression for y'all from the Villarreal game to this. So that really poses questions for me. Was it just because Villarreal made it really easy for y'all, but it looked like all the problems came right back? I mean, I saw a very lethargic Barcelona out there. Once again, little off the ball movement. Aside from the goal where Griezmann, did that good back heel, Messi came on, the shot got deflected and fell right into the feet of Suarez, who I hope wasn't going to miss that. But once again, I saw Barcelona without energy out there. That were being saved from Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen, huge for me. Piqué had a pretty decent game.
And so those and yes, the energy definitely died down, and it became a double-edged sword, because that's what we want to do with the game. But those last 10 minutes,
they were rough. I'm sure they were rough for y'all. Espanyol came very close to scoring in multiple occasions. Raúl de Tomás had that long shot.
Yeah.
Ter Stegen barely saved it. They had the corner where Raúl de Tomás once again headed it, and Piqué barely saved it, tipped it. They had a penalty scare. Yeah, Espanyol was knocking on the door. Barca looked out of breath. And honestly, that final whistle came at the perfect time for them.
Yeah. So, with that being said, for you, who was your man of the match?
So, from only seeing the second half and just seeing Espanyol start to grow in confidence, for me, I was in between Piqué or Ter Stegen. I think in the end, I'm going to go for Ter Stegen because of the numerous saves he had. In the end, he saved Barcelona. And not just in the end, but in the first half. The couple shots that Espanyol had, when he got it he got down low pretty quick. I was going to say Piqué because he did basically have a game-winning save whenever he flicked it over after Raúl de Tomás won the header. However, I think my man has to be Ter Stegen. Saved Barcelona once again, and has just been kind of like the theme for this season. Ter Stegen saving Barcelona.
I mean, imagine we go down 2-0 in the first half, that game's done.
No, the game's done because no one is stepping up.
Alright guys, so let us know who you thought was the man of the match.
So now what happens next? Well, Barcelona has just got 3 more points, and in the eyes of Real Madrid, these points were kind of lucky because as a Real Madrid fan, I really felt like Espanyol could have taken the tie out of this game, and this scares Real Madrid because they're like, okay, now they're only 1 point behind us. We play an Alaves, which we'll do the pregame coming up, but an Alaves team with a lot of people missing, especially in the defense without Sergio Ramos and without Carvajal. So it'll be interesting to see how Real Madrid does in that game, which could potentially put on a lot of pressure for them as we move forward with the Liga. With that being said, guys, if you made it this far, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so to stay up to date with all the latest analysis here at El Merengue Culé.
As always, guys, have a great day. We'll see you next video, and Visca Barça!